Good morning, everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well during this pandemic. So, today we are starting with chapter number 4, Electoral Politics. This chapter deals about the process of elections, how the elections are being conducted, then contesting of elections, nomination, filing nomination, then result, whole process is being dealt to under this electoral process. So, this chapter starts with elections in Haryana. We are talking about, first of all, Haryana. In 1987, Haryana state elections were being held, and in that, Chaudhry Devilal, he nominated, he filed his nomination, and through his speeches, he told that if in case all the people supports him and he wins the election, he will waive the loans of the people. That means the people those who have taken loans from the bank, they will not pay the loans back. That means they'll be free from the loans taken from the government. So that was a promise he has made. If he wins the elections, if the people support him, if he gets majority, then he is going to make them free from the loans. And ultimately, Chaudhry Devilal, because people supported him, they voted for the Lokdal, and ultimately he won the elections. And after winning the election, Chaudhry Devilal, he became the Chief Minister of Haryana. And as he had promised during his speeches that he will be waiving the loans, so he did that. After winning the elections, he kept his promise and he made the people free from the loans. The poor farmers, those who have to pay the heavy loans, they were made free from the loans. Now, after this, the question comes, why elections are required? In the next part of the chapter, the next thing is why the elections are required. So first thing is, students, why the elections are required. Just put little bit pressure on your mind and think, why elections? If elections are not there, what will happen? And what are the results of the elections? So that we are going to study in this chapter now. So why do we need elections? See, people, so many people are there and everybody cannot go to the parliament to give the vote. That will be the chief minister, will be the prime ministers. So all this process takes place in the parliament. And we, the Indian people, we are lot in the population. So we cannot go and give the vote individually. So we need to give the we need to select the person in our particular places. Then these representatives on our part, they will go to the parliament. There in both the houses, they will be finding out with the help of majority votes that who will be the coming up of this chief minister, prime minister. All these things are being taken place, and that is being done in the house itself. House means upper house and lower house. And after 5 years, every elections are being conducted after 5 years in India, and it is different in different countries. Maybe in some countries it is 6. So elections are needed to choose our government. The people, those are going to make our government, we select the people through the elections. Now next thing comes is, election should be democratic or non-democratic. Democratic means the elections which have equal right to vote. That means all the people, they have the right to vote, irrespective of their caste, color, creed, religion, everything. And all the people, those are above 18, they should have equal right to vote. Then free contest among the parties and voters' right to choose. That means we should be free whom to choose. We should not be pressurized, or we should not be forced by anyone that we have to choose particular party or we have to choose particular person. Right to choose at regular intervals. Yes, very important. Means that every after 5 years we have election process, and we have the right to choose the people through the vote. Then preferred contestant is elected. Preferred contestant means the people, those whom we are voting and who is getting majority number of votes, that person is elected. It's not like that we give a vote to someone else and majority is something else and the result is something else. So we need to contest the elections in a fair manner, and the person who is getting the majority number of votes, that person should be winning. Elections in a free and fair manner, very very important. That means elections, they should be conducted in a free and fair manner. No booth capturing, no malpractices should be given, or no force, like people are being bribed, or we can say the people are being given money, or they are being forced to by power, but they are being forced that okay, you vote for this particular party. So that should not be there. So all this process shows that we should have a democratic elections. Now these people, election commission, they decide what to do and what not to do. That means they decide do's and not to do's during the elections. So they are not taking any interference, or they are not being interfered by the government. So they are involving only the people directly, those who are given the or assigned the duties. So they are being given, and they take care of all the process of the elections from commencement to the result process. Then first thing is what they do is they advises government. They transfers government officials which are relevant to the election commission. So during the election process, these people, they are taking all the decisions, the major decisions which are relevant to the election process. So they are advising the government ki okay, during the election process this will be the better thing, or this will be the, that means every process which is affecting the